Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and today I'm doing a side-by-side comparison test of the brand new Tascam DR-44WL compared to the new Zoom H5 recorder. Now these are both very similar recorders with a lot of the same similar features at a similar price kind of bracket. They're both really high quality, they're both very nice, I would say, but they do have some small differences and some very large big key differences that may make or break your purchase decision or your choice on which one of these to get. Now I do want to tell you guys that I have actual individual reviews on these devices, both the DR-44WL and the Zoom H5 recorder, and in those ones I go more in details on the menus, the features, kind of stuff like that. So if you guys want to see those, definitely go to my channel and check those out, and I'll actually put two little bubbles right here where you guys can go and see the individual ones there. So to start off this video, I do want to go and show you guys what actual kind of accessories and other items these recorders come with right out of the boxes. So let's take a look at that. This is what you get with the Zoom H5. You get the actual recorder itself, you get yourself a USB cable, you get a little windscreen muff protector, you get two AA batteries, a micro SD card slot, which is 2 GB in size, and a little SD adapter, and a nice hard shell case. This is what you get with the DR-44WL. You get the recorder itself, you get a little handheld little grip holder type of deal to get your hand off the actual device. You get a 1/4 inch screw jack, which converts to a hot shoe so you can mount it on top of your camera. You get a windscreen, you get 4 AA batteries, you get a micro SD card that's 4 GB with a regular SD card adapter. You get a micro USB cable, a wall jack for that USB cable, a European adapter, and you get a nice soft pouch. So I'm going to start out with the smaller differences. Now they both come with the cards that you guys saw. The Tascam actually supports up to a 128 GB card, which is nice if you're going to want to do large long recordings or want to have a bunch of different files on one card, or if you want to do the dual format recording and you want to have extra space for those extra files. Now on the other hand, the Zoom H5 only supports a 32 GB card, which is probably going to be enough for most people, especially if you're just using MP3 recording. It's going to hold a ton of stuff, but you know, if you do want the extra capability or capacity in one card, that's one way that the Tascam actually is better than the Zoom H5. Now let's talk about actual batteries. Now you guys saw they both come with 2 or 4 batteries, and with those batteries the Tascam will last you about 16 hours is what it's rated. Now the Zoom H5 only has the 2 batteries, but it is rated for 15 hours, so I guess it's maybe more energy efficient or whatever on that. So they're pretty similar as far as battery life ratings. Another couple of smaller differences or benefits to each recorder is the Zoom H5 actually has a 1/8 inch input jack, so you don't have to get yourself a 1/8 to 1/4 adapter. And in that case, you can use 2 XLR inputs or 2 1/4 inch inputs along with replacing the top 2 built-in microphones with an input that's a 1/4 inch. So that's definitely a very nice feature to have. And another kind of something that I like about the Zoom H5 is that you only need 1 button press to start the recording. You don't have to do a double button press like you do on the Tascam, but some people might prefer that double button start function. Now they both have dual level recording, which is basically a second file that is written at a lower volume just in case something is too loud and it peaks out. You have, you know, a section that you can cut out and replace that with in whatever kind of a project you're doing. Now with that said, the Tascam supports the dual level recording if you're using the MP3 or the WAV file options. Now on the Zoom H5 you have to be using the WAV file, you can't use the MP3. If you're using the MP3 it won't let you do that function. Now along with that, the Tascam has another feature which is dual format recording. Now in that case you can record a high quality WAV file and at the same time have it record a smaller file size MP3 file, so if you want to upload that to the internet or whatever else you want to do with that, it gives you that capability. All right, guys, so let's go into the big key differences that may make or break your purchase choice. Now, the Tascam comes with wireless connectivity. Now, what that is it allows you to connect to an iOS or an Android device, and from there you can view your levels, you can start and stop, pause your recording, you can listen to pre-recorded files as well as upload those to the internet, and you can go through your settings and adjust basically everything that you can adjust inside the actual device itself. You could do on your smartphone or tablet, which is really, really nice to have. Maybe you're a wedding or event videographer, or many other kind of reasons to use that. It's going to be a great benefit not having to be right next to the device to actually see what it's what it's recording, the volume it's recording at, and be able to adjust those kind of functionalities or the different settings on the actual device. So that's really nice to have. If you can use that in the current right now, basically, if that's going to be convenient to you, that's great to have. Or maybe think in the future if that may be something that might be useful to you. Now, on the other side, with the Zoom H5, it has removable capsules, which is the microphones up top. So that allows you to swap out the one that comes with it with either a larger capsule with actual adjustable microphones. You can replace that with a shotgun microphone. You can replace that with a round kind of a vocals style microphone. And you can even add in 2 more XLR inputs into the recorder. So that's another great, fantastic feature that really expands the usability of your recorder, gives you a lot more options, more flexibility in different scenarios. And in the future, if more capsules come out, of course, you're gonna be able to use those as well. So I think that's an awesome kind of option. I wish there would be a recorder that has both Wi-Fi and that, and who knows, maybe Zoom will come out with something like that. So that's another thing to consider. If that's gonna be more useful to you than Wi-Fi connectivity, you might wanna be going with that, or vice versa. So next, I want to go ahead and talk about the actual build quality of the devices. Now, I actually got the Tascam about a day before I got the Zoom H5, and I was not really impressed, but I wasn't disappointed either. I mean, it's a standard device. It feels decently solid, definitely a lot better than, like, say, a Zoom H1, but it doesn't feel fantastic, it doesn't blow you away, and I don't really know if a $300 device should. Maybe it should or maybe it wouldn't, but this one actually has some aluminum side panels, and they're kind of thinner aluminum. They're not going to add to, let's say, the durability of the device, mainly aesthetically kind of a addition there. As far as the buttons, they're decent for the most part. The little scroll wheel doesn't feel as amazing as it could feel, and the little stop-start button's a little bit flimsy there. The Wi-Fi button's slightly off-centered in here, but it's going to do the job. I'm pretty sure it's going to hold up just fine, but that's kind of me being a little bit pickier. I would say, it's decent, but it's not great. Now, the Zoom H5, on the other hand, is a great device as far as the build quality, at least what it feels like in your hand. When I first picked this up and took it out of its case, I was just in shock. Like, it just feels amazing. Now, they partially kind of have a little curvy shape to it, and it fits just really nice in your hand. And they also have this kind of rubberized soft touch kind of material on the outside that just makes it really, really nice to hold. I don't know if you're going to be holding this the whole time. Maybe you'll have it on top of your camera, but if you're going to hold it, it just feels fantastic. Along with that, this top capsule is all aluminum, and you have these bars that come over that guard your level adjustments there, and it just feels very, very solid. All the buttons just feel really nice to click. And, I'm definitely surprised with the build quality of this device. That was a device where you pull it out and you feel, wow, this feels like a very, very solidly built recorder. So as far as the actual build quality, I will give the upper hand to the Zoom H5. Now, one thing to keep in mind, this soft kind of rubbery material, it feels nice right now. I don't know how durable it will be in the future. Like, the future, only time will really tell if it's going to rub off or if it won't. So I guess we'll have to just wait and see about that. But for the, to give, an edge, I would give the edge to the Zoom H5. Next, I want to talk about the actual button layout, the menu system, and the adjustability of these devices, basically the ease of use. Now, on the Tascam, you have this big front with a bunch of different buttons. Of course, you have your microphones up top there that are not adjustable. You have an actual LED peak indicator for each one of your inputs, plus a multi-track little LED. Of course, you have a larger screen here, and then you have your little buttons for each track that you can select, and then you have your home, stop, reverse, forward, record button, play, pause, menu, input, and a little quick information button, as well as this large scroll wheel with a little enter button on the side. If we go over to the left-hand side, you have a power button along with the hold button there. You have your headphone / line out, so it's combined. You have your output level for that jack, you have your Wi-Fi button, and your SD card slot. Now on the other side here, you have a little mic, phantom power, regular mic, and a line input, as well as an input level button and the little scroll wheel for your levels and a little USB plug. On the bottom here, you have your XLR inputs with a 1/4" input. On the back, of course, you have your speaker, you have a little 1/4" jack to mount it to something, and you have your battery slot cover. So that's the Tascam layout. It's a little bit kind of more complex. There's more buttons to deal with, but if you kind of learn those buttons, it could be more helpful to have them right up there. Now, on the other hand, on the Zoom H5, it's very, very simple. Of course, you have gain up top. You have below the little screen, you have 2 more gain adjustments. You have your left, your right, 1 and 2 for your 4 different kind of channels that you can record. You have a stop, reverse, forward, play, pause, and record button on the front. So definitely a more cleaner looking, front face of this recorder. On the left-hand side, you have your line out headphone jack. So you actually get 2 compared to the 1 on the DR-44. Volume adjustments for those. And then you have USB. You have your basically your power, your hold. On the bottom, you have your XLR inputs and your 1/4" inputs. On the side here, you have your SD card slot, a menu button, a little kind of a navigation switch, plus a little enter switch combination there, a little remote section, and that 1/4" jack. On the back, you have as well a speaker, 1/4" input, and your little battery cover for your 2 AA batteries. So as far as the button layout, it kind of depends on what you like. I kind of like the simplicity on the Zoom, but you might get a little bit more functionality and ease of use as far as more button availability on the DR-44. So let's take a quick look at the menu systems and how you navigate those. Now on the Zoom H5, you hit the menu button on the side, and then of course you have all these different selections, which use this little switch on the side to be able to adjust them. Now you just have this little up-down switch, which is a combo with the enter there, but it's a little bit more of a hassle to go through as far as navigation because you don't see as much of the information on that little screen compared to the Tascam. But one feature that is a kind of a benefit is when you're holding this device like I am right now in my hand, you can actually go through your menu completely with just, one hand. You don't need 2 hands to kind of operate that. So I'm holding it and I'm using my thumb to do my menu functions, my enter, stuff like that. So I can go ahead and get out of there. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Now, on the other hand, on the Tascam, you really can't do that. You need to hold it with one hand, and then you need to go ahead and scroll through. So if I hit my menu button here, you'll see I have all these different options, and that larger LCD screen does allow you to see all your different settings at one time. If I go into record settings, I click that, you get this nice little drop down menu where you can see your different recording options. So it's a little bit easier to see. You do have the scroll wheel that does help get through stuff quickly if you want to, because you can spin that really quick. So it's kind of up to you depending on what you're going to use more often. If you're going to use this as a handheld device, you're going to need 2 hands to go through the menus here. But if this is going to be mounted somewhere, say on top of your camera, you may be easier to be able to just spin and change your settings on the top instead of dealing with that side. So that's kind of up to you. Let's take a look at the way you adjust the gain on both these devices. Now this one I want to say is a clear win to the Zoom H5. Now on the Tascam, you have to hit this little side input level button, and after you do that, you have to select which track you're going to be using or you're going to be adjusting. Then, only then, you can spin your little dial and adjust the level that you want it set to. Now with this, it takes about 3 steps before you can actually adjust your gain, but it allows you to adjust each level for the built-in mic separately. and it does display the actual decibel change that you're making. Now, on the other hand, if you take a look at the Zoom H5, of course, this is way more simple. You just have these nice little analog dials which are numbered, so at a quick glance you could see what you have your setting set to, and all you do is you spin it, and there you go. Very simple, easy to do, easy to see what you're at, and you can switch from 0 all the way to 10 in about 1.5, maybe 2 seconds, instead of more like closer to 10 seconds on the Tascam. So if I want to just give like a clear win, obviously it's the Zoom H5. Nice visibility, nice adjustment. You get that really good kind of feedback or feel when you're spinning it. I definitely prefer this method here. Let's take a look at the sound quality difference. Now, I actually recorded this little comparison about a day ago, and it also includes the Tascam DR-40, which is basically the older brother of the DR-44. So you guys will take a kind of a look, or more of a listen, to the difference between the sound quality. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and start the sound quality comparisons. Now, I'm using 24-bit wave for all these tests, just so you guys know, and for the first test I'm going to be using an XLR shotgun mic plugged directly into the recorders. Now, this is a Chinese cheaper mic, but it gets fairly good reviews when it's compared to more expensive units. So we're going to see what the sound difference is between the different recorders with the same microphone. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and today I'm doing a sound quality comparison between multiple recorders. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and today I'm doing a sound quality comparison between multiple recorders. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and today I'm doing a sound quality comparison test between multiple recorders. Alright guys, so the next test is going to be using the built-in microphones, and I just have the recorders set up right in front of myself, and I'm going to say the same phrase, and I'll show you the same clip based off of the different audios, and you guys will tell for yourselves what sounds better to you. Now, they're all adjusted about -12 decibels, and I'm going to make sure they match really closely in post-production. Let me know what you guys think. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and today I'm doing a comparison between the audio quality of multiple recorders. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and today I'm doing a comparison between the audio quality of multiple recorders. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and today I'm doing a comparison between the audio quality of multiple recorders. For this next test, I set all the recorders up to the absolute maximum highest gain setting that they could be set to. So this is a test which one is more sensitive. Say you're in a quiet environment, you absolutely have to record whatever it is you have to record. We'll see which one will do a better job in that situation. And for this test, I did put the recorders farther away from me so I don't peak out the recording. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and right now I'm testing to see which recorder will do a better job in a really quiet environment. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and right now I'm testing to see which recorder will do a better job in a really quiet environment. Hey guys, it's Max back with another video, and right now I'm testing to see which recorder will do a better job in a really quiet environment. So for this next test, I'm going to be going outside into my car. Now you're probably wondering why that is. If you saw my previous review on the DR-42WL, I talked about that being the best audio setup I have throughout all the speakers in my house, and it's basically a factory option. It's a Bose setup, and I can turn it at completely full blast. It doesn't distort whatsoever, and it sounds fantastic. So it's basically the closest I could get to a concert type setting. So we're going to test out the recorders at full volume, and we're going to see which one is going to do better at that very loud type of environment, just in case you're filming or recording something like that. Alright guys, so this is the test inside the car. Let's get started. this last test, I'm going to be doing a noise floor comparison. I'm going to take the recorders to a completely silent room, adjust the gain settings to -12 decibels based off of my voice just speaking like this. I'm going to fine tune that in post, and we're going to take a look at the silent part after I have it adjusted to see which recorder introduces more noise from their preamps into your recording. So let's take a look at that. So I have all the files lined up and adjusted to the same perfect levels to make sure we have accurate testing, and let's take a look at what we get. Now on the left hand side here we have the DR-44, and on the right side we have the Zoom H5. So this was very surprising, as the Tascam does a better job than the Zoom does. And the Tascam does about -49 to -46 decibels, so it jumps around a 5 decibel range there. And the Zoom H5 goes from -48 to -38, so it bounces at around negative or a 10 decibel range. It's quite a bit more. Very surprising. Let's take a look at what the DR-40, the older brother, does. So here I replaced the DR-40 in the spot that the H5 was in, and you see it actually is even better than the newer DR-44. We have about 4 to 5 decibel decrease in noise and about a similar type of a bounce. So it was very interesting to me to kind of see these results. Does it actually make a difference when you have the microphone closer to the person's mouth with the correct settings? You know, I don't think it's that much of a difference. They all perform fairly well, but the DR-40, the oldest one, does perform the best. So let's go ahead and finish off this video. Now by this time you guys probably already made your decision on which recorder you want to get. Now if you need that wireless functionality with multiple inputs, definitely go with the Tascam, because that's really the only option that you have, at least right now when I'm making this video. If you don't need that multiple inputs, there is the little brother, the DR-42WL. You guys could check out my review on that guy. But you have that wireless functionality, that connectivity, and if that's useful to you, this is what you're going to pick up. Now, on the other hand, if you don't need that wireless functionality, or if you like the multiple capsule system that the Zoom H5 gives you, and the availability to basically expand on your different microphones in the future, or add in 2 extra XLR inputs, you're going to want to go with the Zoom H5. So what is my choice? I would say I really like the Zoom H5. I love the durability, the analog adjustments. If you don't need that Wi-Fi, that's what I would pick up, like I already mentioned. So if you guys enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up. I would definitely appreciate that. And if you chose one of these devices over the other one, let me know what you guys chose. If you guys have any other questions or comments, please write them below, and I'll try to answer any of those questions that you guys may have. And if you guys want to purchase one of these devices, I'm going to have some links in the description. You guys could check that out. I'll have a link to Amazon, Adorama, and B&H. So whatever your preference is, you guys can pick one of these recorders up. My preference is Amazon, but you guys could choose whatever you want. Now, if you guys buy through one of those links, I actually get a small kickback from whichever company you guys are buying from. And even though you guys don't have to pay anything extra for that, that supports the channel. Now, like many of you guys know, I don't get anything sent in for a review. I have to purchase everything that I want to make a video on myself. So that helps me be able to keep making these videos for you. Hope this video was enjoyable and informative to you guys. Let me know what you guys thought in the description once again. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day and make a great choice on which recorder you guys should pick up. Peace.